Hello and welcome to BikeSocial. I'm Mann, that's Tenerife, that's a golf buggy, but none of that matters because we're here to ride two new Hondas for 2019. From the 500 range, we have the CBR500R and the CB500F.
Welcome to Tenerife. I'm Mann for BikeSocial. This is the new for 2019 Honda CBR500R. This is a lovely little bike to ride. It feels light. The steering is nice and sharp. Nissan calipers are pretty good. They're alright. They lack that sort of sharp feel. It's a nice little package. It's nice and sporty, light, quick to steer. You can move around the seat. You can really get your knee in that tank, holding onto the tank when you're in the corners. Didn't go on the screen.
Well, this beautiful little thing is the R. So it's one of the three new bikes in the 500 range from Honda for 2019, and it's the third generation of that 500 range. 2013, 2016 was an upgrade, and now 2019. They've sold 70,000 bikes across Europe of these three. They all use the same 471cc parallel twin engine, which is very, very vibey and lovely and nice and responsive. A very easy engine to get on with, loves the revs. Red line's around 10,000 and you can use all of them, and it's very free flowing. Part of the refinements and the changes for this year is that mid-range, anywhere between 3 and 7, they've given an uplift of about 4%. That's what Honda claim. Can't feel it unless you're going to ride them back to back, but we'll take the word for that. A lot of the new bits and pieces on these bikes are styling wise, but they add to the overall look and feel of the bike. I've got to say, I really, really enjoy looking at this bike. It does remind me a lot of the Fireblade and that CBR family, just the way in which the fairings sweep through the bike into this new rear section. The refinement and the build quality of this is evident throughout. So there's a change to the handlebar position in terms of width and distance away from the rider. It makes it really comfortable actually for a sportier looking bike or a sportier feeling bike. LCD instrument panel, LED indicators and headlight are all new aesthetical pieces. The bike is A2 license friendly, as are the other two in the range, and that makes it it's a very easily accessible bike for those who are either stepping down from a more powerful bike, perhaps those who are less experienced, or even working their way up from a 125 or a smaller capacity bike into the range, be it the F or the R or even the X. This is the R, and it's available in dealerships right now, a shade over £6,000, whereas the F is 5,559. Being A2 license friendly, that obviously restricts it, so it has to be 35 kilowatts, and that works out to be a shade over 46 brake horsepower at its maximum or its peak power. That's up at about 8,600 RPM. Like I said, really, really easy to ride, very nimble. Some great tyres on this actually. They're Dunlop Sport Max on this, the R. And then on the F, it's Michelin Road 5. Coupled with some new components in the suspension and that new riding position. There's a shaved bit of weight off there as well. It's 3 kilos lighter at 192, primarily because of a lighter battery, a lighter subframe, and get this, lighter plastics. And actually, it's a really flickable, easy to ride bike.
Here it is, the Honda CB500F. It's the naked version, the street bike of the three 500s. Fundamentally very, very similar to the CBR500R. But what Honda have tried to do is give each of the bikes in the range more of a stronger identity, an individual identity. What's also new for the 2019 model is this LCD screen across the front, the instrument panel, giving you all the information, including new for this year, the gear indicator. It's not that easy to see in sunlight, in the sunshine we've had today at Tenerife on the press launch. It can be a little bit too dark, not that easy to see. But the build quality and the refinement, the style, the parallel twins got a bit of character about it. It loves a rev or two. Rolling around these Tenerife roads, they're very smooth.
The F, this is available in 4 different colours. It too has all the same upgrades in terms of the screen and the indicators, suspension, wheels even, and even the angle of the exhaust. The exhaust has now got a double outlet as opposed to single, increasing in the oral pleasure, as well as the way in which the exhaust system breathes. It too is very accessible with a seat into the tank. It makes it a versatile bike. You don't have to worry about getting confused with traction control settings or rider modes or wheelie control, because it has none of that. It's a very simple operation across the instrument panel. Brakes are good, not necessarily a massively sharp bite point. Equally, the suspension is very good. Not necessarily the plushest system ever used, but equally, you know, you're looking at a certain price point and an appetite or an appeal to a certain type of rider as well. I've gone really, really well with both these bikes. I like the way it looks, I like the way it handles, I like the way it feels. And in terms of, you know, your overall cost, you're looking at probably less than £100 a month if you're buying on a PCP on a 3-year deal. A 17-litre tank will last you a good, well, the claim is about 300 miles. I've seen about 72 mpg today, and that's on a press ride, which is usually, you know, the pace of which is pretty enthusiastic. Look, I'm going to have a full review for you of these 2 bikes at BikeSocial.co.uk.